Hey guys, so I just got a new compressor. Pretty excited. It came today, got it on, and there's a few things because it's a new one and it's actually oiled. It's an oil compressor because they're better apparently and more quieter. So I just gonna top up the oil. There's a reservoir and a little check thing here that tells you how much to put in. So I just did that. And then so it comes with, this is an airlock, I guess, that you put in. It came with a plastic piece you pull out to put the oil in, but you replace it with this airlock. So I'm just going to do that right now. And then it comes with a muffler. I guess this is what this is. So you have to screw that in here. And I'll screw that in there. Try not to cross thread it. Pretty straightforward, that's done. Now apparently I've got to break it in for 15 minutes without filling up the tank. So there's a valve here that I got to open up and just let it run for 15 minutes. And then I can close that off and then it will fill up the tanks and it'll be ready for use. So pretty excited. I'm gonna go plug it in and break it in.
Sounds good.
Yep. It's plugged in. I'm gonna turn it on now. That's going to run for 15 minutes, so when it's done, I'll be bringing you back and we'll see if it goes there.
You just blow a fuse?
Yeah. So, this plug is connected to the same plug as the hot tub. So it's only on a 15 amp breaker because that's a hot tub that plugs in and plays, which only needs a 15 amp. And I should have known that. We just use I only put these plugs in just to plug in like a phone charger and a couple of lights. It's not really good enough to run this, I guess. So I'm gonna have to plug it in somewhere else. I'll try this plug.
Can you believe how dark it's getting now? It's like 10 to 8.
I know.
And it's like totally dark out here.
Some points here, I'll have this turned back on. Some point here, I'll be driving home in the dark.
Say that again?
I guess that works, it just shut off. So, it's all ready to go.
Cool.
So the reason I got a new compressor yesterday is my old one won't stop leaking. I don't know whether you can hear that, but it's just leaking air all the time and it doesn't hold the air. So like I go to use it, and by the time I use it, it's got no air in it, and the pump turns back on and builds up the pressure again before I even get a chance to use it. So this one was an oil-free unit, which is alright for what I use it for a little bit, but now I've got a better unit altogether. I'd say get an oiled one. They're a lot nicer than the oil-free, which makes sense really. I don't know how a motor can run without any oil in it, so, but anyways, yeah, long term, I'm hoping the new one's going to last a lot longer than this one.
So how old is that one?
Probably around 7 years old.
So does this happen to all oil-free compressors? They just start leaking, or?
Well, I've heard like many things differently, like they stop working, something's leaking, or something just stops pumping one day. So there's many different things that can happen. This one just started leaking. I could probably take it apart and try to figure out where it is, but all the forums that I looked and researched about it, and everything that I read said there's no point fixing them, just go buy a new one.
Makes sense.
So that's what I did.
Cool. So what, approximately how much was the new one?
$200
Canadian.
Canadian.
Yeah.
Regular $450, I think.
Oh, that's not too bad.
So yeah, I got it on sale.
So are the oil ones more expensive?
Generally, yes, they are.
So it's worth it getting the oil over the non-oil then?
Yep.
Assuming so?
They last longer. As long as you look after them, they should last you 20 odd years.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the new one is definitely heavier than that one.
Yeah, this one's really light. So that's the downside with the oiled one. I guess it's heavier. This one was nice because it would move around, but the new one should be good.
Cool. Well, that's the lowdown on air compressors.
Yeah. So an update on Nova is like we took her boot off yesterday, I think it was, and she's been running around with it on, with it on for a couple of days, but I decided to take it off yesterday to try to build it up a little bit because it was protected. It's all healed up, but just trying to get her to run around to build it up a little bit. So it's still a little soft. Trying to get her used to the ground again and hard so it doesn't split on her. Right? Yeah.
Then we just put the boot on if it's really, really wet out.
Yeah.
She seems fine. Look at her go.
Hey?
Where's she going?
She's still goofy.
Didn't phase her one bit. Nope. And she's a bundle of energy because she wasn't allowed to run around for a long time. Nova!